I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear dick. All right.
It was your idea.
You know, yeah. Are you recording now? Yeah.
No.
We are recording.
I should have hit record slightly sooner.
Gentlemen and ladies, I imagine we have one.
Yeah, one. Literally just one.
Welcome to this rainy evening.
Don't talk about Tim like that.
At least
it's raining here too.
At least at my place of residence.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm glad to hear it's raining at your place too. What about you, Deeg?
Yeah, it's been raining for like the whole day.
Yep, caused your internet to go out.
Shit.
Anyway,
yeah.
So as the introductionist, I obviously have the longest male sex implement of the three.
Oh, that's why it took you so long.
Yeah, exactly. No, so you know what? Okay, can I just vent for a goddamn minute?
Sure.
This is gonna be
Don't
good.
laugh at that. Fucking, I can't even get the words out. I'm so angry. Okay, I can never pick a fucking time. I'm never on goddamn time. Too many things going on. I, in good faith and, in good self-interest, wanted to buy myself some extra time to watch a football game tonight. So I kindly asked the gentleman here of the 15-inch podcast, can I have 20 or 30 extra minutes?
Yeah, and we said yes.
Yeah, exactly. Like good gentlemen. And then it's like, 6:30 at the time? Well, for us, you're in the cunty daylight time zone.
Yeah.
For the listeners, it could be any old time.
Right, exactly.
Could be 3 a.m. right now. Who knows?
Could be. So then it's like 6:39 for me, and my lady friend, as I will put it, is like, "Hey, can you get on the phone right now?" So it's like, sure, yeah. I didn't say I don't have too long, but we ended up being on the phone until like 7:17 or 18.
So specific.
Well, I say that because my plan was at around 6:30, I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to eat my leftover food that I had made last night. I'm always very optimistic. I wanted to even meal prep tonight for tomorrow so I didn't have to worry about lunch. Well, guess what? Then I'm like, well, they're going to hate me, but how about I just say 7:45? So, and you guys were fine with it, of course. And then I'm like, all right, let me take a shower and then heat up my food and eat it and then do the podcast. That way everything will be good. Well, I take a shower and then I get out at 7:35. And then by the time I find underwear and fucking, dry off a bit, it's like fucking 7:40. And by the time I like break up a slice of Colby Jack cheese and sprinkle it over my fucking leftover meal, my succulent leftover meal, by that time of night, it's 7:45. So I'm like, let me put this leftover back in the fridge to eat in an hour and a half.
Why did you feel the need to take a shower before recording a
Because
podcast?
I had to. I planned the shower like as soon as I was like done working at 5.
You also planned to do the podcast at 7:45, but look what didn't happen.
Actually, I mean, it fucking
Almost did.
happened
To be fair.
much better
Yeah,
than
it wasn't even
8.
that far. It was like 5 minutes. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, we've been going for 4. Yeah, I mean, in good faith, that's not even the right term, but you know what I mean. I'm about to... Oh, Peter!
It's quite the sneeze.
Also,
I felt my fucking brain disintegrate when I looked at the elapsed time and it was over 4 minutes. Because I swear to God, you've only been talking for like 2 minutes at the most.
I thought it was like 6.
What the fuck?
And I apologize for all the yelling. You're gonna have to,
Nah, that's fine.
you're gonna have to work some magic. Speaking of which, I mean, I'm not quite finished, but mainly so. How does my audio sound today? I know we didn't even do a sound check. We're so behind.
Yeah, it sounds, Yeah, not deep for no reason.
All right.
I'm not sure what
Excellent.
was muffled
Well,
at first. I assume you just had the wrong mic selected.
Sounded like absolute shit before we started.
Yeah, my laptop mic was
It usually
selected and the
does.
lid is closed.
Oh,
So that's why. And I wasn't even looking at it. It's not even in front of me. So, but yeah. So I switched back to the normal pop filter instead of that fucking foam condom. And yeah. Huh? My voice didn't crack there, did it?
I don't think so. I didn't
you'll
notice.
find out when you hear it, I guess.
That was a good Peterson impression. Speaking of Peterson, I just bought his book, 12 Rules for Life.
Oh,
So,
fucking faggot. Why?
huh?
What is it called?
12 Rules for Life.
What is it about?
12 different rules that Jordan has decided if you do these things, your life will be better.
Kind of
So.
like Ben Franklin's 12 virtues or whatever it is.
Yeah. 12 virtues
Yeah.
to signal because Franklin was a fucking libcuck. No, I'm just kidding. No libcucks existed in 1706 when he was born.
So you think?
Dill used to think he was born in 1704.
I did.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't. No, it means it literally means what I said. Like we've talked about it before. We used to do trivia about old people important to the U.S.
You probably asked me when was Benjamin Franklin born, and I said 1704. Just guessing.
Yeah, exactly. And you
Okay,
were
but that's
very
different from
close.
I used to think that he was born in
Well,
1704.
you thought he was born in that year when you answered the question.
Yeah, but that implies that there's some kind of knowledge of his birth.
Well, you have a knowledge of many, I guess, presidents, but I feel like it extends a bit more than just that. You've
Probably
got some,
just U.S. history in general.
yeah, right. So, yeah, but I digress. So, yeah, I just had to get that off of my chest.
Right.
But here we are. Now I have an Activia probiotic dailies to drink so that I can hold myself over because I didn't eat dinner.
I have a Sprite from McDonald's. It's gross.
I am 2
What?
glasses of wine in already, so
Why is it gross?
I should say
It's-
1.5.
It's soda, first of all, which is bad. I don't like soda, and I definitely don't like Sprite. I guess it's not terrible. I just don't
Why
really
the
care
fuck
for
did you order it?
it. You know who's? Do you know who Travis Scott is?
Like Travis Tulsi?
No. What? No one's gonna get that. I barely even got it.
I don't know what that
Fucking-
means.
What I used to think Tulsi Gabbard's name was.
Yeah. Travis Scott is a fucking rapper, but
A woman. Travis.
McDonald's-
Tulsi.
McDonald's
Oh,
did
I
a
thought he was a
fucking-
country singer.
No. He's a rapper. He did Sicko Mode.
Oh,
McDonald's
Jesus.
is doing some dumb fucking tie-in with him, where you get the Travis Scott meal, which is a quarter pounder with cheese with bacon and medium fries and a large Sprite. Actually, I don't know what size this is, but it looks large to me. But yeah, I wanted to see if it was.
So you
good
figured,
with bacon.
I'd suck that
What?
guy's dick. Let me get his meal at Mickey's.
I don't know that I would, but
Hmm.
his Mickey meal is good.
Apart from the Sprite.
Minus the Sprite,
Probably
What
better
is-
than the music.
maybe.
Yeah,
I've never
I
heard
don't
a
know
single
him.
Travis Scott song, by the way.
I don't know the
Sicko
man,
Mode is
but
okay.
I like to think that his music sucks cock.
Why? Because he's black.
Travis
No,
Scott
because
didn't
he's a
make
rapper.
Old Town Road.
What?
Travis Scott didn't make Old Town Road. That was.
Yeah, I didn't say he did. I said Sicko Mode, not Old Town Road.
Oh, I'm retarded.
Yeah, get your head out of your ass.
That's Lil Nas X. That song samples a fucking Nine Inch Nails song, by the way.
Which song?
Old Town. Oh, you mean what song is a sample?
Yeah.
One of the Ghosts ones.
How
We
about
should
that?
start a band called 15-inch nails.
We'll one up him. Oh, I guess we'd be six upping him.
Yeah, well, 6 up him. That way he didn't stand a chance.
If Zach was still living here, we'd probably have a band together
Honestly,
by now.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, except you two are good and I suck. But apart from
Well,
that,
I mean,
Well, we didn't say you would be in it.
Well, who'd fucking be in it? Tim on the drums
No, just the two of us.
with his
Yeah.
fucking half-baked arm.
We'd have good old Roland playing the drums.
Ugh,
A drum machine. That's a joke.
that is.
Oh no!
I thought you meant.
Yeah. The pair.
I was very offended.
Oh shit. How's,
All right, Ben,
how's your
I'll-
bass
I'll-
playing going, Ben?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't picked it up in months.
Well, you should.
I know.
Damn.
I want to.
Breaking your balls.
Life gets in the way. It's on my list.
If it makes you feel any
my
better, I
life-
haven't played bass in months either.
I guess so. But you've also played other things.
Apart from the multiple years that I've played it.
Yeah. Apart from your Geddy Lee status on it.
Oh, that's not even close to true.
Yeah, I know. I'm just chuffing your whup.
All right.
Whatever that
Oh,
means.
what the fuck that means? What do you have any show notes? Because I only have one thing, but I think it's such a big thing that it'll be excusable. But here's the
I
thing.
only have one also.
I assume it's Lord of the
about
Rings, right?
9.
It's Lord of the Rings.
Okay. Mine, I'm going to request that we end the podcast a different way. We'll still do Mad Libs, but
Right. We're
I'd
not going
like
to end it on
it.
Mad Libs.
Yeah, I want to end it with a reading.
Is this church?
Well, in a sense,
I'd like to do a reading from
it's a fucking religious experience. I'll tell you that.
Corinthians.
Okay.
I'll just say that I
Christ.
found it while I was on break at work, and fucking, I was like losing my mind reading it.
a Jesus used condom.
Well,
Yeah, I was
save
reading the inside of the condom.
save what it is until
Reading is
the
DNA.
ending, until we actually read it, because I don't
Yeah.
want to be spoiled at all.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
no
not going to
shit.
spoil it.
I need to make a couple of last minute researchings, but we don't have to do that now.
All right.
I'll sneakily do it when a conversation is going on. But
Yeah.
my first show note is that I hate people who let spit come out around the edges of their mouths when they talk. You know that? You know people who do
I
that?
can't say I've ever witnessed that. That's fucking disgusting.
Sounds.
Can I just say, though? Or, Dill, go ahead. What were you going to say?
No. I was just saying it sounds
Say
gross.
it sounds disgusting.
But you haven't.
I've never seen it happen.
You've never noticed it. It's odd because I guess different people notice different things, but I've noticed this for many years, and like some people do it and some people don't. And I wonder if it's like a certain gene that some people have that they just do this. Like some people just they seem to have too much spit in their mouths. Like other people, like me, I don't have the issue, but other people I've seen have more than enough spit in their mouth. Maybe they'd be good at giving head. I don't know. But I don't know why. It's like a genetic mutation, but some people like seem to produce too much spit, or they just don't swallow it enough, which is their own fucking fault. Like the Fastlane car on YouTube, Roman Micah, he owns the company. He does it. I'll link a video after the podcast and just show you what I mean. A couple of other folks that I know do it, but sometimes you'll just see a little bubble come out of like the edge, like the corner of their mouth.
You talking about this is making me self-conscious that it's like happening. Like if my mouth corners feel slightly wet, I feel like it's leaking out now.
Well,
No,
you made me realize or remember that my lips get dry way too often. I'm always licking my lips. I'm always having to put chapstick on.
so you have the opposite problem.
Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah.
I think I have that too. I use chapstick religiously. I use it in the morning and before I go to bed, and maybe one time in the afternoon.
You know what? You reminded me of something. You know how sometimes when you're talking, you get like a bubble in your throat.
Yeah, and then the voice sounds different. You don't want to swallow.
And there are people that will get that and then continue talking as if it's not fucking happening.
Yeah.
It fucking drives me insane. Like, clear your throat. Jesus.
All you need to do is swallow, and it goes away.
Yeah,
you don't
I
even
know.
need to clear.
At least
Yeah,
it's
I
I
sorry
know what
it's
you mean.
happening.
Yeah, and they act like it's the regular fucking voice.
Like, don't play fucking dumb. You know your voice is like, right
Yeah,
now.
really.
So like,
It's not like-
stop doing it.
Sounds like your
It's
mom.
not like, oh, your fly's down, but you forgot to adjust it and you don't want to do it in the middle of a conversation. No, it's something that everyone can hear and you know it's fucking there. There's no hiding it.
Now, I'll add that if you know it's happening and you acknowledge it and you're not in a formal situation where you should stop doing it, I would actually actively keep it going for the fun of it because it doesn't happen too often.
Well, yeah, as
But
a
I would-
goof
I
in
would
like a
say-
social situation, sure.
Right. I would say,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
look, my voice has the bubble in it. Let me just use this up until I can't anymore, something like that.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're fucking standing in front of a class presenting something like you're a teacher or some shit like that, because it has happened with teachers I've had.
Uh-huh.
If you're doing that and just act like it's not happening, fuck you.
Should have your teaching license revoked.
Yeah, really. It's no wonder you make low money. Little money. Low income. There we go. Words are hard. Was that a bubble?
That was a burp.
An eruction, as I
What?
learned once on a You don't know that?
No, I've never heard that in my life.
Say eruction?
Yes. I'm not
Like
shitting you.
erection, but with a U?
Yes.
Okay.
The word eruct is another word for burping.
Isn't
that funny?
I've never heard that.
Erupt.
How about that?
Emit stomach gas noisily through the mouth. Semicolon.
Huh.
Belch. To
That's
eruct.
fucking weird. I didn't know that.
No, I'm sorry. Eruct is correct, but eruction is not the correct. Probably because people realized it sounded like erection, so the correct thing of
Yeah,
that
probably.
is eructation.
There you go. That makes more sense.
I like eruction. There's actually an Urban Dictionary entry for eruction. This ought to be good. Instant ejaculation following the emergence of a boner. One gets an erection and ejaculates seemingly simultaneously. And the example sentence, dude, I just had an eruction.
I assume in that context it's meant to be like eruption, but
Right.
erect. I don't think that has ever happened to anyone.
No.
I think if you come
Possible
that quickly,
to take a
you're
piss
probably
while
soft.
getting an erection.
Oh, let's talk about that. Fucking.
Well, hang on. That happened to me when I put pennies on my dick. Anyway, continue.
Oh yeah, that's true. You did. Okay. It's not like you. It's not like you got hard and then came as you were getting hard, though.
Right.
We'll have to bring that up later on. But do you remember the health teacher's name in
Miss
high school?
Gomes.
Was it Miss Gomes?
That sounds right
Yes.
to me.
There were two,
Okay.
but she was the one who said it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was in
We'll have to censor
health
that.
class. No. It's the last name. It's fine.
Yeah.
I was
I
in
was
health
tempted to say
class.
the first name, but
Oh,
I don't
okay,
even know
bye.
just to piss you off. Like the Quinn debacle.
Yeah, I was re-listening to that, and I had to censor it like 8 fucking times in a row.
It was like
Said his name
Awooga, Quinn.
Yeah. Boink, Quinn.
You know, I still haven't heard the last episode, by the way. The last one.
You should
should-
really listen to it. It's not bad, but
This is the first. Sorry, Zach. This is the first podcast where not all of us have actually heard the previous podcast. So,
yeah, because fuck, I'll explain later. I want to get
all
a
right,
story
continue.
out finally.
Yeah, get
been
it
in
out.
health
Erupt
class.
it.
Doing sex ed, and
Can you
we were
imagine?
doing sex. We were doing sex in class, and
Just to practice.
Ms. Gomes was saying how like, oh, when the penis is erect, there's a flap or whatever that prevents urine from coming out. And I was thinking like, well, I mean that doesn't really work. And then she says it is impossible to urinate with an erection, which is a fucking lie. I fucking have pissed with a full rager numerous times. I'm sure you guys have too.
Yeah, I will say it's the harder the erection, the more difficult it is to piss, and
But it's not impossible.
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
impossible. But it's partly because it's aimed fucking up, at least in my
Yeah.
case. So it's like very difficult to aim it into the toilet.
Yeah, like you
but-
either have to sit down and like angle your entire fucking waist downwards, or you just have to fucking like
That's what I
lean
do.
over the toilet, or just piss in the shower,
Yeah, I guess.
like go up in the air.
Imagine though, sitting on the toilet facing the tank and almost penetrating the toilet with your erect cock. That could feasibly work.
That could
I
work.
think I did it once actually.
The issue is you're penetrating a toilet with your fucking pee-pee.
Yeah, I don't discriminate.
I remember when I told you guys that story initially, I said like, "Oh, she said it's impossible to piss with an erection." Ben's response was, "Oh yeah, open your mouth and we'll find out."
I forgot. That's insanely good.
That's so fucking obscene.
Well done.
It's like one of the fucking. That's like one of the
Ben.
nastiest things you've ever said.
And I'm not a very nasty guy, but
No, not at all.
That's too good.
Threatening to piss into an old woman's mouth with an erection.
she wasn't that old.
No, but I mean, she's like 40 years our elder at least.
She's a senior. I'd say she's sufficiently old.
She was like 54 at the time.
Yeah, and we were like,
How do you know?
14.
16.
You're really asking how Ben knows how old the teacher was?
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
I feel like people are gonna have questions about that.
Oh, they're gonna, believe me. When what I have planned comes up, they're gonna have fucking a lot of questions and no answers.
About me?
Yes,
What? Oh no.
you'll see. Don't worry, it's not that bad.
And this reminds me of the end of last episode, and the only reason I remember that is because I listened to it like fucking yesterday morning, or 2
Yeah.
days. But at the end of last episode, you said we'd talk about height in the next one, but I don't think we need to do that. But I'll leave that
You
up
said
to.
You know what we
Yeah.
do have to talk about? This I think this came up at the end of the second episode, and we completely forgot about it.
Oh, really?
The ass rape guy,
Huh?
What?
the fucking guy that he's in prison, and he wants to get raped.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
I
But I
have
forgot
no
his
idea.
name.
It's like Dennis something.
Dennis, that's... Oh my god.
Can you explain
Hold
for
on.
the folks at home? I have no idea what you're talking
That's
about.
the only explanation I have. I don't remember much. I don't even remember what I wanted to say
Well, I mean,
involving
There's not even much to talk about.
But where
It's
did you
just-
hear of it? Like, what is?
There's a
from you guys in the group chat.
serial killer called Dennis. I'm looking up... I gotta
It was
look.
Dennis Leary.
It's not Dennis
Fuck that guy.
Rotter.
Do you like Dennis Leary?
No, I don't even know who that is.
He's okay.
Wait, what? You
I
don't know
know
who
the
it
name.
is?
I'm an asshole.
Yeah, that guy.
That doesn't do anything.
You don't know that song? It's
No. I thought that was like a
park my
George
car
Carlin
in handicapped spaces and watch handicapped people make handicapped faces. I'm an asshole, leo, leo, leo. I'm a great. All
It
right,
sounds
I'll
funny,
stop.
but
Okay.
yeah.
Dennis
Never heard that.
Nielsen is
Yeah, there
the
you
guy
go.
you're talking about.
Richard Milhouse Nielsen.
Harry Nielsen.
I feel like I remember saying Richard Nielsen after you brought up this gentleman in the second episode, so maybe I remember now, but I don't know.
Right. Well,
Wrong, Bob.
It's not even that much.
my
to
old
say about him.
boss was listening to a podcast about this guy,
Yeah.
and there's one part where they talk about how he used to let people ass rape him in prison. Like he would pretend to fall asleep and be like, okay, good night. I hope no one violates my anus while I am sleeping. Okay, good night. Okay, and then they'd come in and sneak in. Like, oh no, what are you doing? You're not supposed to do that.
That
Why didn't
That
they just
sounds
ask
like a-
them to have sex?
because it's
I
not
guess
the
he
same.
enjoyed the thrill of
Of people
getting
thinking that
ass
they're
raped.
raping him?
I feel like people would be less likely to have sex with him if he just asked, because a lot of times when people are raping in prison, I feel like it's a power thing, but I don't know. Could be
I
wrong.
guess, yeah.
I've never raped in prison.
We've only been raped in prison.
Anyway,
Yeah, I've been to prison. Yes.
That's a topic for another episode.
Lord of the Rings.
That reminds me of Richard Gere putting
I'm really good at segues.
chipmunks up his ass.
Anyway,
Didn't you tell me that, Jill?
What?
Richard Gere putting or gerbils up his ass or something.
Richard Gere. There's a rumor that he shoved gerbils up his ass.
Good
That's
man.
like a
Anyway,
well-known
Lord of the Rings.
thing. Yes.
Who was the musician that like
Oh.
I want to say it was Rod Stewart, where like they found like a gallon of semen in his stomach.
Oh,
All right,
in
hold
his
on.
what?
In his stomach. They pumped his stomach.
And
Oh,
it had a gallon of semen.
a gallon?
Supposedly, I think it was Rod Stewart.
Please don't be Rod Stewart. That
That's the guy that looks like Richard Hammond, right?
I'm looking up.
I think,
I'm looking up.
but I mean,
Rockstar
yeah, he
stomach
does look
pump.
like. All right,
Sounds-
if that's Rod Stewart, then you've just ruined Rod Stewart for me. And I have a quick show note about that. You ruined David Lee Roth for me. So
Right,
fuck you.
well- It's just an urban legend,
Oh, okay.
right? It's on.
Legend that he had a gallon of. That'd be so many fucking twangers sucked in one night.
Or unless it was just like they filled a milk jug.
You know what's
over the
funny
course
is
of-
that the first result was for Elton John.
That's more likely, at least.
yeah. But
That's
back
what
to the
that hard
David Lee.
sex scene was in the Elton John movie. There's
Which
a
I've-
million guys coming in his
yet to
mouth.
see. Yeah, it's probably the worst part of the movie, but I've yet to
What
see
were you
it. So.
saying,
I'm talking
Ben?
about
What were you?
Lord of the Rings for real.
Wait,
Right
hold
now,
on.
before I
Ben,
lose
what were-
track.
No,
Oh my
you're not going to lose
God.
track of it. It's a main thing. We'll get back to it. I don't want to lose track of what Ben said. How did I ruin David Lee Roth?
Because
The squealing thing?
because I re-listened or not I listened to our last podcast, and I didn't in the episode I said, "Oh, that doesn't bother me," and then like I listened to a Van Halen song, just completely independent of that, and all
Yeah.
I could fucking hear was the ah! or whatever it
Yeah.
sounds like. I can't even do it, and yeah,
It sounds like fucking Ivan Doran.
I think it sounds cool.
I always did,
Like,
and then
twice. He does it multiple times in every fucking song that he's in.
right. I think it's cool in some of them, and honestly, I never had a problem with it. And then Zach mentioned it, and now all I can do is focus on it. And whenever you start focusing on something, it's just like, holy shit! How many times are you saying like 400? And it's the same thing.
Yeah.
As that. It's like, how many times is he squealing? Like 68 a song.
Yeah.
Like, give it a break, man.
Even
No
though I
wonder
didn't
Hagar
listen to
replaced
the
him.
last episode, I think I recall saying Van Halen 1 is the best debut album.
Yeah, you did say that.
Okay.
You said
I have
that,
to
yep.
rectify that. The Doors
I didn't listen to
have
it.
the best debut album.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll scratch
How did I not think of
Valen
that?
off the list.
Van Halen 1's still up there, though, to be fair. But I don't know how I didn't think of the Doors. Lord of the Rings.
Well, walking
Lord of the
through the
Rings.
doorway of segues, Lord of the Rings.
Well, you're probably wondering, did my opinion of this series change much? Spoiler alert. Not really.
Fuck you.
Okay. It is
I wasn't wondering. to
higher.
be fair.
It is higher.
Okay.
I do like it more than Phantom Menace.
All right.
It's
Not saying a lot, but
it's still not as good as Attack of the Clones or Revenge of the Sith.
fuck you.
Are you saying an entire
First of all-
series
first
is
of
not as
all-
good as one movie?
Shut up. First of all, fucking
Nice,
Phantom
man.
Menace is better than Attack of the Clones, so you're
I-
wrong in that. Fucking,
I don't agree at all.
You're wrong. Fuck you. All right, Ben, what were you saying before?
I'm just saying, how can you compare a fucking series to a
one
different
film to an
series?
entire
Except
series of films?
right, but they're both serieses. So if that's the case, like I'm fine if you're comparing a whole series to like one other film if it was just one. But like you're comparing
Yeah.
a series to a series, but instead comparing it
You're
to
comparing
just
one
one
film in an
of
entire
the
series.
series. You're
Well,
right.
they're
Yeah,
all
like
about
do
the
a
same
trilogy.
level of quality. None of
that's
them are
true.
that good.
They're good. Fuck you. They are that good, actually.
They get worse as they go on.
No, they fucking don't. The third one is the best one.
Well, I don't know.
First one is okay. I mean, it's not okay. It's really good. The second one is the worst of the three, but still good. And the third one is fucking legendary.
Mel,
You're telling me that in the scene where the king, whose name I don't remember because they all have fucking fantasy names, when he's like hyping everyone up before they go into fucking before they like are about to charge in, he's hyping everyone up. That didn't fucking like reach you on an emotional level.
Not really. I was
Fuck you. It's like one of the best scenes in any fucking
I was,
movie.
I was losing interest about halfway through the first movie.
that's how I felt on that first Star Wars flick.
Oh, Jesus. I can't believe you think
The
the
worst
first
of the
Star Wars
trilogy.
is the worst one.
Yeah, because it's
I think
the
that's
most
worthy
boring.
of discussion.
I mean,
What, you think A New Hope is the worst one?
He does. He thinks
Yeah.
that.
What, in the entire series or
No.
in that trilogy?
no, in the trilogy, but I haven't
Have you
seen the
seen the
entire
prequels?
series. No, because
You're
I
not
haven't
missing
done
much.
it yet. Well, that's what you've said, and then other folks have
I
said,
still think-
don't listen to him. So I'll gander them at some point, but
I think they're worth watching. They're just not, like, in general, not as good as the original trilogy.
Dill, would you say that applies to Lord of the Rings? That sentiment right there?
If they're worth watching? Not really.
What's-
Fuck you.
I mean,
Lord of the
fucking
Rings is like the
Johnson's movie
prequels.
was more worth watching than Lord of the Rings.
Fuck off. Ugh. You're killing me. You are out of your fucking mind, buddy.
Bad movie.
What is?
Lord of the Rings.
That's
Lord
not
of the
one movie.
Rings is one bad movie.
Well, they're all bad, but you know what I mean. Bad series.
Do you still like The Hobbit more?
Yeah.
Ben, you have to
I love that.
I know it's a fucking lot because it's like 9 hours of watching, but you should watch Lord of the Rings so that I have someone else on this podcast backing me up.
Well, I was about to say that. I do intend to. Don't have a promise of when that'll get done, but I'd like to. More so than the prequels of Star Wars, to be honest, but just because it's different.
Yeah.
And Dill fucking says that the prequels suck. So, well, not that his opinion should be taken with any value.
I would say they're definitely worse than the original trilogy, but you should still watch them at some point.
Mm-hmm. I'll give him a
You
gander.
guys say I'm contrarian all the time.
It's because you fucking are.
Right. Well, what it really comes down to is I just don't like that much stuff of anything. And it really is just a detriment to my own happiness.
He says I don't like that much stuff.
Seriously.
I don't know if that's true. Is it?
like
I've never
funny.
thought, man, this guy doesn't like much stuff.
I know there was a bit in the not a bit. I'm sure at the time he was being serious. In the last episode, Ben was saying like,
You had a
is
bubble.
it just an act or what? And then you went on to say like everything you say is serious, which I mean is fine. You know, we're just giving you a hard time, but still.
Yeah,
fuck
but
you.
he said it with an extremely racist joke, which made me think he wasn't being serious. So I don't know. This guy's an angina.
Well, let me tell you. We named our show 15-inch podcast. So whether I take myself too seriously or not, you tell me.
Yeah, good point.
All
I
right.
appreciate that you took the time to watch them, even though you probably didn't fucking want to at all.
Well, I was hooked at first.
Well, like at
Right.
the start of
At the start of
the
it.
first movie.
I was hooked at first, and then he stops talking.
Sorry. I was trying to gather my thoughts, but I didn't actually have much to say because I already said it. I was losing interest halfway through.
That's sad.
I was hoping the other two movies would pick it up for me, but they never really did.
Yeah. Well, Dill's off the podcast. Just me and Ben now.
Yep, you're off the island. Oh, that reminds me of something. So if I can just add in a impromptu show note here.
Yeah.
Milk, chocolate milk, strawberry milk. We had a discussion among our friends. I created a poll, but it was post a rather aggressive, vitriolic discussion. And
that's one way of putting it.
Myself and Zach, we like all milk. I'm sorry, Dill. No. Zach does not. Yeah. Shit. Anyway, sorry. Dill and I, we don't discriminate milk. We like regular milk. We like chocolate milk, and we like strawberry milk. And he says that maple milk is good, and I haven't given it a shot yet.
Oh, maple milk is the best.
Maple milk is good.
I'll give it a whirl. And Zach is pretty close. I mean, he doesn't like strawberry, but he likes maple and the other two. So it's like, all right, we're pretty much normal people. I can forgive the strawberry, and I can even understand where he's coming from. The strawberry milk's a little weird, but I haven't even had it in like 10 years, but I used to love it, so I'll say that I do for argument's sake.
You know what milk I don't like is almond milk.
Oh, yeah, almond milk sucks cock. That's not even milk.
What really sucks about that is it just tastes like fucking water. That's like slightly sweet.
It's a misnomer. They should say almond juice.
Yeah.
Not almond milk. It's not milk in any way. It's just you're squeezing almonds and it's the juice that comes out.
Chocolate like almond milk is okay, but that's because it's fucking chocolate flavor.
But can I just say, have you seen a carton of almond milk recently? Have you seen the sides of those fucking things?
The sides of it?
Yeah, the side of the goddamn carton is full of text that says, "Great, delicious, succulent milk." And
they're like trying to fucking play it up.
It occurred to me, and my roommate likes almond milk, and so that's why I noticed it. Yeah. And fuck that guy.
I'm surprised Joe likes it. He's a hardcore milk traditionalist.
Yeah, but
I was afraid to be honest, name drop him.
We've mentioned his name before.
Have we? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm not surprised because
I can censor it, but I can't go back and censor the old one. All right, you were saying, Ben, about all the bullshit on the sides of the carton.
Yeah, well, I mean, with him though, I'm not surprised he likes it, given the fact that, I mean, back to the poll, he only likes regular milk, doesn't like chocolate milk, doesn't like strawberry milk. I think he said maple was gross. I don't know, but it's like, how do you not like chocolate milk? I mean, the vast majority, even Tim, who is an active milk hater, says chocolate milk is acceptable because you're adding chocolate to it. It just naturally would be good.
In fact, he said it's the best milk.
Right. Well, he still thinks it's shitty, right? But it's the only acceptable option.
The most acceptable, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, but what was that? You were helping me with my train of thought, and then I derailed it.
Bullshit on the side of the carton.
Oh yeah. So, it occurred to me one day when this carton was sitting on the counter, because as I said, my roommate drinks it, and I'm always busting his ass about it because it's like it sucks. I mean, don't pretend it's good. He says it's good. It's not. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, wait a second. My milk is just milk. It doesn't say anything on it. It just says milk. And his is like all these colors and like, oh, it's great milk, this and that. And I'm like, it isn't.
Because
it sucks.
Garbage. They have to convince you that it's good with all this bullshit.
Right. And I had the thought, like, that's exactly what they're doing. They wouldn't need to do that if it was actually good.
Yeah.
I mean, people will flock to good things. Things that are over marketed like that, it's kind of suspicious.
I just fucking say almond milk, and then if it's a quality product, you don't need to fucking be like, oh, it's better for you than regular milk, and it's really tasty. Like, no, it's fucking...
No one would buy it at the store if they saw a blank carton that says almond milk. When they could just drink... Yeah. Oh, they wouldn't even know, because there's nothing wrong with cow's milk, because it's fucking good.
Yeah, exactly.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Have you guys had an Impossible Burger?
I've not.
I've had a Beyond Burger. It's
basically the same thing, right? It is the same thing.
I can't necessarily...
But it's the same idea.
Right, but it may not necessarily be at all the same taste. I can't speak for that, so... Well, what were you gonna say? Because I may have a controversial opinion on this.
My Impossible Whopper tasted like baked beans. It was really bad.
Oh, okay.
Not a
Well,
bad flavor.
maybe it was
For
a
a
bean burger. I don't know. I don't know what Burger King does, but I know some of the alternative burger is just like bean burgers, and I know some people like that. If you know going in, look, this is not going to be beef, then it's fine. I feel like if you're expecting beef, that's when it's going to be disappointing.
Well, I
Yeah.
was expecting beef because that's what they say in the advertisements. Is
Well,
that it
yeah,
tastes
and
just
that-
like a burger.
And I think that's stupid because it's like I've never known of anything that pretends to be something but like fundamentally isn't and succeeds. But I do know of things that if you just flat out admit, hey, I'm different, but it's still good, and you try it and you're open minded about it and you're not expecting a fucking beef burger, you're like, oh, this is not a burger, but I still like it. And
Yeah.
that's where they went wrong. Because Beyond Burgers, I very much like. My friend's
Oh.
girlfriend is a vegan, and he came over for his birthday, and they brought a shitload of them, and he grilled them up, and we threw some cheese, and I put some garlic aioli spread on the bun and some ketchup and all that. And it was fucking good.
Well, maybe the Beyond Burgers are better than the Impossible Burgers.
But don't think of it as beef because it's not. And honestly, it's like plant shit. But I don't know.
I
It's
was a big
juicy.
fatso once. I'm pretty well versed in burgerdom. I've sampled their wares.
Well, burgers are probably my favorite food. Or up there. So
They're up
I
there
agree.
for me.
Yeah.
I don't think I could say definitively what my favorite food is.
Can I just warn you though? If you
What?
buy a Beyond Burger, especially before the next episode, I'm not saying you should or that you have to, but if you do, it does smell like cat food out of the package.
Oh, what the fuck?
No, I know.
You're not,
It-
You like tuna.
you're not making
So-
it sound very enticing.
I just
You like
wanted
tuna.
to.
That smells like
I
cat
didn't
food.
want you to buy it and open the package and smell the cat food and say, Ben, fuck you. So I just figured I'd give you a heads up. I know that's what it smells like, but
Right.
after halfway of being cooked through, it stops smelling that way. And then when you eat it, it's actually very good. But
I
you
do
will be
like tuna.
shocked at how much
I
juice
do like
there
tuna,
is.
but a burger is not tuna and shouldn't smell as such.
That's true. Just pretend it's a tuna burger.
Bubble get
Big
tuna?
to-
Bubble
What?
tuna? Ace
You know what I
Ventura?
learned I liked is sardines.
Oh. Like straight from the can?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
they're not bad. I like to put them on a sandwich though.
Well, you did me right with the tuna shit and the maple milk, so maybe I'll try it.
Tuna's
what kind of
still better
sandwich
than sardines, huh?
What kind of sandwich are you putting those on?
Oh, just
Sardine sandwich.
Bread and butter.
not bread and butter. Just the
Or your
same things
supper.
I would put with tuna, mayo, pickles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I've never tried
they
sardine
taste pretty. It pretty.
myself.
I can't speak. They taste pretty similar.
Are they just like whole fish?
It's
No, right?
it's headless. It's
Okay.
body with the tail,
All right.
and they still have the scales on it.
And that's okay.
It tastes fine. It looked gross
Yeah.
when I when I opened the can. I should say when Gramps opened the can because he's the one who bought them.
Oh, all right.
But he had me try one, and I was surprised. It's better than I expected. I think that's a lot of seafood. It looks gross, but then you eat it, and it's not that bad.
Yeah, that's fair. I like seafood a lot, which I guess makes sense given that
I like octopus. It tastes like chicken.
I don't know if I've ever had. Actually, no, I have. I don't remember the name of the dish. It's some Japanese shit,
Right.
but like the balls of like fried octopus.
Oh, I've just eaten like a straight up octopus. It's not fried or anything. It's more like grilled.
Oh, I was
But-
gonna say raw.
No, but
Huh.
you
Weird.
look at it and it looks like it's alive, but it's not.
That's very fucking strange.
I can't believe anyone would have the balls to eat that, but what do you know? It's good.
Yeah. Do you remember when they made fucking like they made like squid or octopus
Octopus?
in school? Octopus.
Octopus.
And in the entire fucking hallway. It was in the science hall. The entire hallway smelled terrible.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Do you
that.
remember that? Oh,
No,
it was in high school.
It was science class, right? When we dissected the squid.
We didn't do that in our class.
Did we dissect
didn't-
anything?
You didn't have Miss
No.
Watson?
No, we had the short guy.
We had
Mr. B.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we took the pens out.
You dissected with a pen.
No, there's like squids have a pen inside them, or so they call it.
Oh, because it holds the ink.
Yeah, I think so, but it's like actually like it feels like plastic when you take it out.
I think the most we
Huh.
did was just owl pellets.
Yeah.
That's like elementary school shit.
I know, but
Well, one time Mr. B had like that piece of like metallic sodium, and he put it in a cup of water, and it like exploded. That was cool. Do you remember that?
sort of, yeah. That was a
I
good
remember
time.
recording it, and I posted it on Facebook.
Hey, all right.
Do you remember that fucking commercial? Do you guys know how to post videos to Facebook?
You gotta know how to post video to Facebook.
Christ,
You remember?
I don't.
Oh, Ben, fucking me and Ben used to always we would constantly be talking about this fucking commercial where it's some idiot on like an open mic thing. But he's like trying to
Sitting
like
on a cock 'cause I'm gay.
no, not that.
Talking funny.
No, it's fucking it's Ronald. Remember
Oh,
Ronald? The spinach dip?
What?
check me out. Everybody says I got a friendly disposition and they love my spinach dip. 5'10".
I thought you were talking about
Blue
Ronald
eyes and a
McDonald.
birthmark, and I'm into vintage comics, but I'm selling them to buy a new car. And I write my vlog at night. And I reenact on the weekends. And I love a story called fiction. And I'm crazy good at nunchucks. And I
You just cut off.
Yes, I do crosswords and pen. My sign is Sagittarius. I'm into Spanish cheese. My hairline is receding, but I'm getting a weave. Getting a weave. Who wants a Ronald
Ben, your
tonight?
microphone thing.
I can't believe I
Ben, you
remember all
got
that.
deep mic. I'm very upset that you got deep mic in the
I
middle of
got
that.
deep mic.
Christ almighty, Ben.
Yeah.
You don't have to come in right away. My tab
You
is
sound like fucking
still
Darth
open.
Vader.
Huh?
God, you sound fucking horrifying.
All right. Are we gonna have to
Deep mic.
stop?
Well, we'll pause. Yeah, but
All right. Yeah.
we'll just pick it right back up. All right, back in it. Ben, I can't believe that you fucking remember all the fucking words to that commercial.
Yeah, it's not done either. I think before we stopped, I was talking about how you don't have to come in right away. My tab's still open. I'll be in the corner.
Hey, you know what you just reminded me of? The studio recording of the Filet of Fish song exists on YouTube.
What the fuck, really?
Yeah.
Thanks for talking over the last verse, cunt.
You got past the good part.
All right.
Do you remember the? I think I want to say it was. Do you remember the Skittles?
that fish!
Oh! Do you remember the Skittles commercial with the fucking rabbit?
Where they like talked
Where it
about
goes, "Yo,
fucking tits?
yo!" That one. The rabbit that's singing.
Oh,
I would probably remember if I saw it.
I don't.
It's like someone trades their Skittles for the singing rabbit because like, oh, this is cool, but then they realize that, oh wait, this rabbit's fucking annoying because the whole commercial it's going, yo.
all I can think of with a Skittles commercial is like the band Skittles commercial where they like talk about fucking coming the whole time.
Fuck. I thought you were gonna
you
say
not
the
seen
berries
that?
and cream one.
I
You
know what
seen
you're
that
talking
one?
about, Ben.
I don't. I have no idea what that is. Have you seen the berries and cream one?
Berries and cream, berries and cream.
I've not.
I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream.
It's this fucking like absolute faggot with like a bowl cut. These two guys just talking.
Oh, this commercial is legendary, Ben.
It really is. These two guys just talking. It's like, have you tried these new berries and cream Skittles or whatever the fuck? Is it? Or is it
I just thought of the guy. He goes, oh!
yeah, berries and what else? Cream. It's probably one of the best commercials ever.
I'm not
Fuck
gonna
you.
lie.
Hang
I
on.
think about that commercial, no joke, at least once a month.
I probably do too. It's a very good commercial. What's fucked up is I didn't see it when it aired. I found it like
I saw
a
it
year
when
and a
it aired.
half ago. I'm sad that I missed out
We'll
on
have
it.
to.
Wow.
We'll have to put that down as required listening for me before the next PCast.
Yeah, definitely.
And side note, did you hear that crazy noise I just emitted?
I don't think so.
Do it again.
The hype. It was like.
Well, I'll emphasize it in post, so we'll see.
Well, the reason I did it is because I had fucking water in my mouth because I was drinking, and I couldn't fucking get it down because you were saying too much funny shit, and I was scared I was gonna spit it out all over the place like I always do.
That would have been funny.
So,
So
I
it
was
gets
like-
in your mic and you get permanent deep voice.
This deep voice problem is kind of, I don't know what the fuck is the deal, but anyway,
At least it didn't interrupt us at the beginning when we're like trying to get our flow going.
yeah, we're flowing nicely. I will say I'm fucking like starting to feel faint from not eating, so it'll.
Boo-hoo, faggot.
Well, I'm just saying we've already. How long have we done? 55.
Like 53-ish.
All right. And how long is your segment gonna take?
Mine is probably gonna, I don't know, a little bit. It's a pretty long read. Let me look at it real quick, just see how long.
Just estimate. We don't need it.
So looking like
No
we're gonna
more-
end this.
no more than 10
soon.
minutes. Yeah,
and,
but
and then Mad Libs is 10.
yeah, but no more than
So-
10. Mine will probably be like 5, realistically.
All right,
If
but
even.
we're
It might
already
be
at
like 2 minutes.
we're already at an acceptable length.
Did you have any more show notes?
Yeah, I've
This
got
has
a
been
lot.
this has been like a
Um,
free form pod compared to the other ones.
No, it's good. I've got a lot, but we won't get through them all today. Let me just get
Uh-huh.
through a couple of others that I want to. So, y'all know Norm Macdonald's old podcast that he did,
Yeah.
Norm Macdonald Live, the one that we always reference.
Yeah.
You know who Fred Willard is, right?
I
know his
the
name.
name. Yeah. Let me look him up real quick.
He died in May.
Oh, that guy.
Unfortunately.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, yeah.
I feel like we talked, or I
He's
don't
been
know,
on.
maybe.
He's been on Tim and Eric before, actually.
I'm about to sneeze again. God damn it!
He played. Well, I didn't play. He was in This Is Spinal Tap.
God
also.
bless you.
Thank you.
Cover your fucking mouth.
Cover your fucking fuck.
He was the grandfather on Modern Family as well, for the folks. who've
Yeah,
seen
there you
that.
go.
But anyway, Fred was on Norm's podcast a few years ago,
Uh-huh.
and it was a great episode. Like, he's far dirtier of a man than I ever expected, because I knew him from Modern Family. I didn't know him from anything like crazy.
So he's like Bob
And-
Saget.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. So, and then, what was it? I swear I had seen in the news, though, before I had seen his podcast with Norm. I swear I saw in the news a few years ago that he was, like, fined for, like, jacking off in a movie theater or some shit. Or, like,
Fuck.
I don't know. He went to, like, a porn theater in California and was like, I don't know. I swear I read something about that. Maybe you could find it.
Oh,
but-
yep. He was arrested on suspicion of engaging in a misdemeanor lewd act in an adult theater. However, there was no proof of any misconduct and no charges were filed.
He was arrested, but then it seems kind of steep for something they couldn't prove.
Huh.
But anyway, yeah. So yeah, that all adds up now. He's a funny man. I feel like only a funny man would do something like that. That's pretty
Like
epic.
allegedly jack off in
Yeah.
an adult theater.
Sounds
Oh my
like
God,
something
he
you
died
do.
of AIDS.
Wait, what?
He had AIDS. That's how he died.
He did?
No, he had a heart attack.
You fucking asshole. I was almost certain that was wrong, but I was
Well,
like,
he's a
maybe
dirty
it's-
guy. Apparently, it's possible.
I was like, maybe it's new information since I
No,
saw.
he had a heart attack.
You know who died of AIDS? The kid who played Dill in To Kill a Mockingbird,
What the fuck?
which I always thought
Really?
was funny because he looked like he was inbred or something. That kid died of
I
fucking
thought you
AIDS.
were gonna say he looked like a faggot.
Well, he does look like a faggot.
All child actors do. So
Freddie Mercury also died of AIDS.
Folks, call me Dildo.
you know who else died of AIDS? Is fucking Eazy-E, the rapper from NWA. I saw the Straight Outta Compton movie, and there's this part where
He gets fucked in the ass.
No. But he's like, it's doing the classic movie thing where it's like, oh, he's coughing, so you know he's gonna fucking die. And then like there's a scene where he's in the doctor's office or whatever, and the doctor's like, as it turns out, you have HIV or AIDS or whatever, and he goes, but I ain't no fag, doc.
That's a good line.
Yeah.
Back to old-
fucking Freddie Mercury should have said that in the Bohemian Rhapsody film.
That would have
Back to
been
old
even more
Freddie
rich.
Willy.
What?
Back to old Freddie Willy.
Oh yeah.
Fred Willard. So on the Norm podcast, and I will say he's very funny, and it was a very enjoyable podcast. So you guys should watch it at some point. But I had one gripe at the end when they do jokes and they read the jokes. Fred read the joke that Norm gave him,
Yeah.
and it was something along the lines of this, and you can look it up yourself. I can provide that, but it's April 15th, and Adam Egget is asking for his extension. Oh, sorry, that's his penis surgeon. So that was the joke, but Fred didn't like it. Apparently, he thought
What
it
the
was
fuck?
worded wrong, so he corrected it by saying he asked his accountant for his tax extension. Oh, I'm sorry. He asked his surgeon for his penis extension. And
That's
so
so
funny.
funny, but it doesn't make sense.
I disagree with Fred on that. He was trying to be
Yeah, I do
clever,
too.
and Norm was going along with it and just like laughing, and Fred was being all like superior with the wording. Because in his defense, he had just been very smooth like a couple minutes before,
Yeah.
and like made a fool of Adam Egget for not reading a joke properly. But this, and then to make matters worse, when he said, "Oh, I'm sorry," he asked his surgeon. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry." He asked his surgeon for his penis extension. He like fucked.
Surgeous.
Yeah, he couldn't even.
What
he
a
couldn't
fucking idiot.
get
No
it
wonder
out.
he died.
He didn't improve that joke, that's for sure.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
But I gotta say, overall though, swell guy. Don't let that. Honestly, the fact that it even happened is funny. So he still added to the comedy of the world
yeah.
because we're here
And he
talking.
died of AIDS.
So that's my Fred Willard bit. I disagree with Fred on that one, but it's a funny joke. I like it. April 15th is right around the corner. The idea that Adam Egget is asking for his extension around April 15th, and it's just a coincidence that he's referring to
Yeah.
his penis surgeon.
All right. I think it's Mad Lib time.
You know what time it is?
Or
No, I
Mad
got
Libs.
another story actually.
Oh, shit.
We could push it, but I just want to get this one last one.
I played the jingle and everything.
I'm
We'll
sorry.
just have to do it again.
I said I had a couple things. That was only one.
All right. Go ahead.
So I visited a lake a few weeks ago. Okay, and it was a nice, relaxing weekend. I had been stressed at work, so I went to this lake. And anyway, I'll cut to the chase. So I went on this boat, and it wasn't anyone I knew because I'm not. I knew someone at the who has a place at the lake, so they knew people on the lake, and they knew the person who had the boat. But I was just invited on. So we go around the lake for a while. We go swimming at this one corner of the lake, and then get back on the boat after a while. And this 65-year-old man who's on the boat, because it's a lot of that age group on the boat.
Uh-huh.
And I don't have a shirt on at this point, right? Because we had just gone swimming in that and trying to get a little tan on. And this one gentleman says,
Since when
Ben,
are you trying to get a tan? Anyway,
since it's the only time of year that I've tried and I realize I'm a fucking ghost, that's when. So this one gentleman says, hey, Ben, man, you got to get some sun on you. And I'm like, I know. And it's like, second time this year I've taken my shirt off. And he's like, oh, God. And this other guy says, you have nice nipples.
What the fuck?
And I was like,
did you call him a faggot after that?
Yeah.
no. He was a
should've.
he was a 65-year-old man sitting next to his wife, which made it even more hilarious. And it was honestly the best comedic timing because there was like the introduction was the other guy talking about my torso. And he just, well, like unexpectedly, he was not in the conversation, just jumps in. And he's like, you have nice nipples.
What a fucking lunatic.
Honestly, I thought it was incredible, though, because this guy had been very, like, respectable the whole time.
Yeah.
Probably the least crass of anyone on the boat. And believe me, they were
to
crass.
that point anyway.
Up to that point, and everyone on the boat was very crass, apart from this guy. Like, he was just a normal guy, got on the boat with his wife, and he says that, and I'm like, oh, thank you. And
He said, thank you?
I said, thank you. I wanted to play it up. And then everyone started looking at my nipples, and then I felt kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm trying
That
to
is
remember
funny,
what his wife
but
did.
if I was in that situation, I would be extremely fucking annoyed with that guy.
I would have said, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I thought it was pretty funny. I didn't care.
It is fun.
All right, Mad Libs. Dill, play the jingle.
Mad Libs.
That was not what the jingle was last time.
Nope. It's a new one.
Reminds me of a kid's show where there's an accordion and it's like, Oswald.
Well,
right.
well, today we're filling out history of Sonic the Hedgehog. So it's guaranteed to be funny.
Yeah.
That's the one you said you'd remember for next time, right?
Yes.
That's right.
That was our other option last time.
Okay, so we're taking it
Sounds
away
pretty gay to
with
me,
an
but-
adjective. Well,
Sexy.
sexy.
Spelled I-E. No, I'm just kidding.
Sexy.
Then we need two nouns right in a row.
Dick and balls. Nah, Ben, I'll let you take one. I don't want
Well,
to.
I'm gonna put balls for body part plural because that's right after that.
Okay.
All right.
Ben, I'll let you
Zach,
take
wanna
these
use-
nouns.
Take both of them?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, you have one. I don't want to.
Okay.
Mine's lotion.
Lotion.
Lotion. Okay, that sounds like it'd be funny.
I'm going to do hairs. Even though it didn't ask for a plural noun.
Right. That's
It's
fine.
okay, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should be. It should
Then
be. I don't have the
balls,
story
yeah.
right in front of me.
Yeah.
I just have
I'm
the.
glad you don't, because that would ruin
Yeah.
it.
All right, what's next?
Then we have three verbs.
Let me see. Let me try not to be too crass the whole
It's
time.
Sonic the Hedgehog. You gotta
Yeah. Let me see. Skeet.
That's a great word. Okay.
All right.
Um,
1 out of 3.
be. Shuck.
Okay.
Okay, you
No
shuck
shucking in the
corn.
supermarket anymore.
No shucking
Yeah, I know.
corn.
Yeah. do all of your shucking at home. Let me see here. Scratch.
All right.
What do you think? Is that okay?
That should be fine.
I don't have anything better in mind. Okay, so an adjective.
I just thought it was a good verb if we get another one, but
There actually isn't any other ones.
shit.
Damn it.
I was gonna say,
But we do
erupt.
have an option for funny word.
We can do eruct for that.
Erupt.
All right.
Okay.
Adjective. How about
Brown.
damaged?
Damaged. Is he the fucking Joker?
That's
I
a
was
good
thinking
reference.
more along the lines of damaged asshole, but
How about brown damaged?
Brown damaged.
Like it's
brown
shit stained.
damaged.
You know what? I'm gonna put shit.
Oh yeah,
stained.
like brown hyphen damaged.
Shit
Do
stained.
browned. Do browned.
I'm putting shit stained parentheses browned.
Browned.
Okay, noun.
Carapace.
Carapace.
Let me see
Verb-
if that's actually.
Oh, we do have a verb ending in ed, so we
Oh,
could have
okay.
used erupted there. If
You could do that, and we can do
See.
something else for the funny word.
All right, erupted.
Carapace. Okay, I had to look it up because I remembered it from SpongeBob.
Okay,
Yeah.
spell it again.
Cara, like the name, Cara,
Yeah.
and then pace, Pace. Carapace. Do you remember the episode?
Yeah, he's going to kick his carapace.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick your carapace.
I don't remember
Yeah.
that.
Plankton says it to Mr. Crab.
I always thought it was like a synonym for like
Ass.
carcass.
Okay,
I'm gonna kick
so
your
next up we have a
carcass.
number,
69.
of course, the classic. I'm gonna put 69,000 just to spice it up.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, 69's a classic, but it kind of sucks nowadays. Maybe like 83.
83 trillion.
Could put 96.
Do 96 million.
94
Do
and
a
a half.
huge number.
Oh, do a decimal.
96 point.
Like 96.6.
Kicks 97.9.
Summit like that.
It's 96.6.
Okay.
Inches long.
Noun.
Penis.
Noun plural.
Tips.
No.
No.
No?
No?
Well, because
Do you want
usually
tips?
Well, I thought that was sufficiently funny, but if you got something better.
Well, it's funny, but I think it's best if you differentiate the words.
Tips could be in anything.
It could. What about like glances? No, I'm just kidding.
Glances.
All right, that is funnier. We have 2 adjectives in a row.
Oh, wait. Can you go back?
To what?
The plural noun.
Yeah, of course.
Can you do meat-eye? Like the plural of meatus is meat-eye?
Meat-eye.
It's not meatuses.
I can't imagine.
We'll go with meat eye.
That sounds
Meat-eye.
funnier anyway.
Fucking idiot. For the folks at home, if you don't know what a meatus is, it's the head of a meat penis.
You don't know what meatus is. It's the head of your meatus. What's next?
Then we have 2 adjectives in a row.
Abundant.
Abundant.
Green.
Green.
I'm going to put puke green. Get more
Alright.
specific.
Yeah.
Place.
Auschwitz.
That's a good
Nice.
Well, we had Hitler as the chancellor of. Well, it should have been Minecraft, but it was jail.
funny word.
Was that erupt or did we already use that?
No, we used erupted
We
on something else.
changed it to a verb ending in ed, erupted. So now we need something else for funny word.
Oh,
Slop hole.
slop hole.
I like that one. Do we have any other suggestions?
I don't have anything.
Oh, you know what? It's
Gobstopper.
probably his catchphrase, right?
Maybe.
I
I don't know
Should
what.
be, should be a Tim quote for the funny word. How much can fit in there?
It seems like a lot because I'm just
You-
holding down one and it hasn't stopped.
You could just do "I'm eating." So that's a classic Tim quote.
All right, that sounds very funny. Putting "I'm eating" in all
I can't even
caps.
think of any Tim quotes now that I'm like on the spot.
My ears are ringing.
That's a good one. It's called a highway, not a fucking slow way.
Yeah. I just fainted on my stairs.
That's a good one.
The balls.
I think I just fainted on my stairs is a good one.
I just fainted on my stairs. Funny
That's
word.
not like a catchphrase.
Funny word. I just fainted on my stairs. By the way.
That's great. All right.
And then we have a letter and then another letter. I assume that means of the alphabet.
P.
P and Nis. Classic letter Nis.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I'll put that.
That's not fair.
What should I put?
No, put Nis. I'm curious what it'll be.
All right, fine.
All right, so the story's done.
All right.
So
Tell us how the story goes, Dill.
Okay, it goes like this. It's 1990, and Sega isn't making very sexy games. So already comedy genius.
Yeah.
Nintendo's mascot, Mario, is making more and more games that are way better. Then Sega had a lotion.
Oh, they're jacking off.
What they needed is a Mario of their own. They had the hairs of making a rabbit that can stretch his balls out and skeet things.
Ugh.
The hairs is funny though, because it's like hair
Yeah,
as
the
in
hair.
rabbit.
Yeah, that works.
That plan
Somehow.
didn't go so well. Oh my god!
Wait, imagine that as a game. A rabbit stretching out its balls so
I
it can
just-
skeet things.
I just read the next line and I'm embarrassed at how funny I found it.
Okay.
Jesus, man.
Oh my god.
Is this a 10-minute laugh?
They needed an animal that can shuck itself and scratch enemies by doing only a spin.
Shuck itself.
They noticed that hedgehogs have quills that shuck and scratch. So they went with the hedgehog. Since he was planned to be a rabbit, they programmed him to run at a shit-stained, browned speed.
Brown. The layman's term.
I thought it was
Then-
brown damaged.
Well,
No,
I
we
changed it.
Oh. Probably for the best, because that wouldn't have
Then,
made sense.
oh my fucking god, this works way too well. Then in 1991, Sonic the Hedgehog was released for the Sega Carapace. In the first year, it out-erupted Mario by 96.6 copies.
That's not that much.
Also 0.6.
Yeah, what the fuck happened there?
Sonic was then known as Sega's penis. Over the years, Sonic has taken on many meat-eye. In 1998, he took on an abundance style in the game Sonic Adventure. Today, Mario and Sonic are still puke green rivals. Also, in winter 2000. Oh my god! Here we fucking go.
Go
In
on,
winter
then.
2007, Mario and Sonic will compete in the 2008 Auschwitz Olympics.
Oh,
In Mario and Sonic at the Olympic
don't
Games.
laugh at that.
Oh my god. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games for the Nintendo I Just Fainted on My Stairs. And Nintendo Penis.
That makes sense now.
Oh,
Jesus. My face hurts from smiling.
is that it?
That's it. That's the end.
All right.
Wow, that was something
Now I have
for
a-
the books.
I have a story. I have a story of my own.
Here we go.
All right. Okay. The title of this email that I received from Ben on January 15th, 2014.
Oh shit!
Frustration.
Oh my god. It's good already.
Wait, hang
I'm
on.
going to.
Let the record show. I don't remember this email at all.
Okay.
So,
I'm going to cut out. You mentioned someone who probably doesn't want to be mentioned in this. I'll cut their name out, but okay. And the email goes, this is mainly for Zach. However, I think can relate to this and may enjoy it. Also, it's kind of a rant. Corbin has been absent for 3 days. I hope he's all right. I don't remember how it came up, but in math today, Dan, Dom, and Carrie thought it was weird that I knew Corbin's age. I said that he was 57 prior to those comments. They proceeded to bombard me with, how do you know how old he is? They also seemed to think it was creepy that I knew this information, like it's some kind of super secret information that nobody should know. First of all, do you realize who you're talking to, bitches? With a Z? You're talking to the Ben Shat, aka the most omniscient person there is when it comes to knowing facts about teachers. This includes heights, ages, where they live in some cases, what kind of car they drive, etc. Yeah, I know the where they live one is. I know the where they live one is really creepy. I get that. However, we're not talking about that right now.
Yeah, it is.
we're talking about we're talking about the simple fact of age. Not to mention Dan made the ignorant comment, there's no way he's 57. He's like 64. And Dom nodded his head in approval. The fact of the matter is, he's 57, and there will be no buts about it. I'm 100% sure. Ever get that feeling when you know that you're right and a group of people tell you that you're wrong? It's like, y'all look like such dumb fucks. And you spell dumb fucks Dumfuks. If you
First of
haven't
all,
noticed,
How do you know that he's 57? How do you...
we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay.
If you haven't noticed yet, I really hate that feeling. Anyways, I told him that Corbin said how old he was in the beginning of the year so I wouldn't look like a creep in front of other students and Mrs. Magnus in case they overheard. They denied that, though. In reality, however, I looked him up on my special age finder tool that I hold tightly.
What the fuck is this?
I may disclose that information at the end of the message. However, I haven't decided yet. As I said before, age isn't top secret information. As both of you well know, Corbin has absolutely no social networking information on the internet, nor does he plan to. My point is, if I could find his age, considering how much of a private man he is, it must be pretty well known or easily sought after information. My other point I want to clarify is as follows. I am not a weird person because I do this. It's just that I enjoy the sensation of success when gathering this semi-private information. Just an example. It gives me a sense of pride of skillful abilities to find the information, and when I do, I feel like a spy. It's not that I want to stalk these people or go to their houses and harass them or anything like that. It's hard work, by the way, and I'm a hard worker by nature. It's just me exercising my talents and getting a good workout when I achieve my goal. For instance, to find Corbin's address, considering how private he is, was an amazing feat for me. Maybe I should grow up to be a spy. I once wanted to find his wife's name just for the hell of it. It took me a while, but when I finally got it, I was happy. Not that I care her name is what it is, it's just the principle. I somewhat care about ages, though. I'm always curious about how old people are in comparison to how they look. Also, I want to know I want to know how old the person who's teaching me is. Do I want someone who's 39 with decent experience, or do I want someone who's 57 with maximum experience? I'll take Corbin, thank you. My final point is
My power
all
is
that
maximum.
all that I'm using is the standard internet. I have no government databases or special programs that assist me. I have a blazing fast HP and Google Chrome, folks. That's it. The internet is a great place with a vast amount of knowledge ready to share with you. Many people struggle with research, but if manipulated correctly, the internet has all of the answers. I don't care what anybody says. The internet has all of the answers. It just has to be manipulated correctly. To sum up, I greeted, ranted, explained, and lectured. My mind is always thinking. I don't know why. I guess I just have a beautiful mind. By the way, and Zach have equally beautiful and smart minds as I do. This is just one of my hobbies / interests. As you know, I'm a full-time car enthusiast, part-time height enthusiast, and now per diem teacher enthusiast, if you will, I guess.
Ugh.
I feel like I've missed a few key points after all of this typing, but you get the idea by now. Also, I've kind of lost my will to rant and don't have the frustration anymore. Take care. I wish you all a good night. Sincerely, Ben. P.S. Public Records Now. It's the first result on Google. That was the tool he used. P.P.S. Yes, I'm crazy. The fact that I spent an hour on this just confirms that. But isn't everyone crazy in their own little way? This is kind of like a feminism rant, except for Ben's. Maybe they're called Beninism nowadays. Who knows? And that is the end of the email, to which I replied, you should write a novel.
Holy shit. Thank you for digging that up. That was glorious.
I like that you kept in. I might tell you guys how I found his address.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still writing it.
Is
And
it
at the end, it's like, okay, yeah, it's Public Records Now.
is it weird that I still remember his wife's last name 6 years later?
Is it not the same as his last name?
Yeah,
It's
really.
not.
What the fuck?
It's not.
You know her maiden name?
Yeah, she didn't change it.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Well,
say it so you can hear
Just
it.
for
But
us,
then
what
can,
is it?
It's
That's a fucking weird name.
Alf! You're 93 years old and you don't know who Alf is? Piece of crap!
Anyway, there's also something insane that just happened, and that's that one of the things in my email from 6 years ago has just full circled with one of the show notes I was saving for next episode.
Oh my God.
So I have to.
What
Yeah,
one?
I said I have a beautiful mind. Do you know the film Beautiful Mind?
I know of it.
Yeah, well, I thought Harrison Ford was in it. And someone corrected me saying it was Russell Crowe. And then I said, oh, that's the same person anyway. Basically what I'm saying is I forgot Russell Crowe even existed. And for some reason I had this memory that they like looked exactly the same. And I looked it up and I was like, I mean, they don't look too dissimilar, but they also don't look
Too similar.
That's similar, but yeah, I was like fucking positive that Harrison Ford was the one in the movie and it was Russell Crowe, so that was odd. Anyway, yeah, full circle, I guess, on that.
I'm just fucking. I am not a weird person because I do this.
Yes,
and then
you are.
At the very end, PPS, yes, I'm crazy.
Oh god, that was
You're crazy, but you're not weird.
that was weird. Well, I still use
Public Records
now. I like to know how old people are, and yeah, call me weird. I don't give a shit anymore. I don't. My high school self was a little bit less confident, but you can go ahead and suck my 15-inch cock. If you've got any bones to pick.
And as we heard from near the end of that, part-time height enthusiast. I think we may go into that next time. Or not, but we'll see.
Well, I will say that I'm on the Russell Crowe Google page, and I can see that he's 6 feet tall, according to Google.
How tall is Harrison Ford?
I believe he's also... No, I think he's 6'1". So, let me see. I gotta confirm. Harrison Ford. It doesn't say. Let's see. Harrison Ford height 6'1". Got it.
What a surprise that you got it right.
But here's the thing though, and I don't want to get into it now really, but I always double check with celebheights.com. That Google is mainly always wrong. Celeb Heights is correct, and they say that Harrison is actually only 5'11". Although because he's old, he has a peak height listing, and that was 6 3/4 inch.
Nearly 6'1".
Yeah, basically 6'1".
All right. Well, with that, I think we should wrap it up for today.
This has been episode 5.
This
of
has
the
been
15-inch podcast.
This has been an embarrassing time for Ben. I hope you enjoy your evening.
If you want me to cut that out and edit around it, I can, but I'm sure you want to leave it in at this point.
Oh,
You sound
yeah.
pretty frustrated.
God, yeah. No. My job. All right. Well, it's time for dinner.
All right. Bye.